It's crucial to emphasize that while these habits can be warning signs, they should not be automatically taken as irrefutable evidence of infidelity. In any relationship, trust and open communication are the cornerstones of a healthy connection, and rushing to conclusions without concrete evidence can lead to harm. However, if you find yourself deeply concerned about your partner's fidelity, it's essential to acknowledge that these common behaviors, when consistently present in a relationship, can indeed be alarming indicators of potential issues. If your partner exhibits 3 or more of these behaviors, it warrants serious attention and the need for candid discussions to address underlying concerns within the relationship. Make sure to watch until the very end of the video, as the final point is often overlooked, yet it holds significant importance that deserves your full attention. Before we dive into discussing each of these habits, if you're new here, make sure hitting that notification bell and subscribing to my channel. By doing so, you'll stay updated with valuable insights for enhancing your life and relationships. Don't miss out on future content that can make a positive difference in your journey. Let's begin. 1. Secrecy. Secrecy within a relationship revolves around an individual's growing inclination for personal privacy, often becoming evident through actions like phone lockouts and password alterations. While personal boundaries and space are integral to any relationship, when secrecy abruptly intensifies to an excessive degree, it can sow seeds of concern and suspicion. Picture yourself in a committed, trust-based relationship that has spanned many years. However, recently, you've observed disconcerting changes in your partner's behavior. They've started regularly locking their phone with a passcode, a stark departure from their previous accessibility. They've altered passwords to email and social media accounts that were once freely shared. When text messages or app notifications arrive, they intentionally turn their phone face down or out of sight, and they become defensive when you inquire about their phone activities, accusing you of intruding on their privacy. In this scenario, the sudden surge in secrecy displayed by your partner can foster unease and suspicion. While it's crucial to honor one another's boundaries and personal space, an excessive rise in secrecy warrants open and empathetic discussions. Trust and transparent communication remain cornerstones of a healthy relationship, instrumental in navigating any challenges that may arise. 2. Decreased intimacy. A decrease in intimacy within a relationship encompasses a noticeable decline in both physical and emotional closeness, serving as a potential indicator that something is awry. It's common for individuals to share moments of physical and emotional connection in a healthy relationship. However, when intimacy undergoes a stark reduction, it may be a signal of a problem, particularly as it relates to infidelity. Cheaters often withdraw emotionally or physically from their partners as a consequence of their actions. Imagine being in a committed relationship that has historically been marked by a strong emotional and physical bond. Lately, though, you've sensed concerning changes in your partner's behavior. Your partner, once known for their emotional availability and affectionate gestures, has become emotionally distant. They no longer engage in heart-to-heart conversations, share their thoughts and feelings, or offer the emotional support that was previously a cornerstone of your relationship. The physical aspect of your relationship, such as cuddling, holding hands, or other forms of physical affection, has dwindled significantly. What was once a source of comfort and closeness now occurs infrequently or not at all. Your partner has stopped making efforts to plan romantic dates, surprise you with thoughtful gestures, or engage in activities that used to bring you both closer. In this situation, the stark reduction in intimacy can be deeply distressing and may signal issues within the relationship, possibly connected to infidelity. 3. Frequent unexplained absences. Frequent unexplained absences within a relationship refer to instances where one partner significantly increases the amount of time spent away from home without offering a justifiable explanation. While respecting each other's individual commitments and activities is essential, a noticeable surge in unaccounted-for time can trigger concerns and raise suspicions within the relationship. Frequent late nights at work, secretive outings, or unexplained absences from home could be indicative of potential issues. Let's consider a committed relationship where you've always cherished trust, open communication, and quality time with your partner. However, you've recently observed significant changes in your partner's behavior. Your partner now consistently arrives home late, often attributing it to increased work responsibilities, yet providing minimal details about specific tasks or the reasons behind this recurring pattern of late nights. Occasionally, your partner heads out without informing you of their plans. When you inquire about their whereabouts or the nature of their activities, they respond evasively or offer vague explanations. Your partner has become less forthcoming about their plans and the people they're spending time with, which starkly contrasts with the previous level of openness you both shared. In this context, your partner's frequent unexplained absences and decreased communication may give rise to concerns or suspicions. It's important to address these changes through open and honest conversations. While recognizing the importance of individual lives and activities, upholding trust and transparency remains crucial for the overall well-being of the relationship. Addressing these concerns can help clarify any misunderstandings or address underlying issues that may be contributing to these changes. 4. Defensive behavior. In a relationship, when one partner becomes defensive or excessively sensitive when questioned about their actions, it can be a sign of concern. This behavior often includes a reluctance to answer direct questions or a tendency to deflect conversations about their whereabouts or activities. Consider you are in a committed relationship characterized by trust and open communication. However, you've recently noticed a shift in your partner's behavior. Previously, you and your partner shared details about your daily lives, but recently, you've observed that your partner has become more guarded and defensive when discussing their own experiences. When you ask your partner about their plans or the people they've been spending time with, they tend to sidestep direct answers or quickly change the subject. Even when you ask innocuous or well-intentioned questions, your partner tends to react with an unusual degree of defensiveness or sensitivity, making conversations strained and challenging. In this scenario, your partner's defensive behavior may leave you feeling puzzled and uneasy. 5. Changes in communication. This behavior can serve as important indicators of the emotional dynamics between partners. These changes may manifest as your partner becoming notably less communicative, avoiding eye contact during interactions, or increasingly relying on text messages or social media as their primary means of communication. When such alterations occur, it's crucial to consider their potential implications, as they could signify the emergence of emotional distance within the relationship. Imagine you're in a committed relationship that has always thrived on open and meaningful communication. However, as of late, you've noticed significant shifts in how you and your partner interact. Your partner, once known for their engaging conversations, has become noticeably less talkative. Conversations that were once vibrant and multifaceted have dwindled often leading to awkward silences or brief exchanges devoid of depth. During these interactions, you've observed your partner actively avoiding eye contact. This avoidance creates a palpable sense of disconnection, making it appear as though they are distancing themselves emotionally. To your surprise, your partner seems to favor communicating via text messages or social media, even when you're physically in the same space. Face-to-face conversations or even phone calls have become less frequent. In this scenario, these notable changes in communication patterns can be disconcerting, potentially hinting at the emergence of emotional distance within the relationship. 6. Excessive flirtation. This indicator can also be a concerning behavior that merits attention and consideration. This behavior encompasses a partner's inclination to engage in flirtatious interactions, whether in person or through online channels, often seeking attention and validation from others inappropriate. When your partner continually seeks external validation and indulges in behaviors that cross the boundaries of your relationship, it may serve as a warning sign of potential issues. Imagine you're in a committed relationship. Your partner has developed a pattern of flirtatious behavior, not just with you, but also with others in your social circle. They often make suggestive comments or engage in playful, yet clearly flirtatious banter with people outside the relationship. On social media platforms, you've noticed your partner frequently liking and commenting on the photos and posts of others, particularly those of an attractive or suggestive nature. Some interactions even border on being openly flirtatious. Your partner appears to be consistently seeking attention from others, both in person and online, which has started to affect the intimacy and trust you once shared in the relationship. In this scenario, these behaviors could be distressing and may indicate a breach of trust and fidelity in the relationship. 7. Lack of interest in the relationship. A lack of interest in a relationship is a concerning sign that demands careful attention and consideration. It encompasses a partner's diminishing emotional investment in the relationship, often accompanied by a noticeable decline in efforts to sustain it. When your partner appears emotionally distant, disengaged, or disinterested in nurturing the connection you share, it could be indicative of them either emotionally checking out of the relationship or seeking fulfillment elsewhere. Let's consider a scenario in which you're in a committed relationship. Your partner seems increasingly emotionally distant and disengaged from the relationship. Conversations that were once filled with enthusiasm and genuine interest in each other's lives have become monotonous and devoid of depth. Your partner no longer puts in the effort to maintain the relationship's quality. They've stopped planning dates, initiating meaningful conversations, or demonstrating affection through small gestures that were once commonplace. Without reasonable explanations, your partner begins spending more time away from home, often citing vague reasons for their absences. The lack of transparency about their whereabouts adds to your unease. In this situation, these signs may be distressing and suggest a decline in your partner's emotional investment in the relationship. 8. Guilt or deflection refers to a partner's behavior when they carry a sense of guilt due to their actions, potentially indicating a breach of trust. This guilt may manifest in various ways, such as buying gifts or displaying excessive affection as an attempt to compensate for their transgressions. Moreover, some individuals may resort to deflecting responsibility by blaming their partner for relationship problems, thereby justifying their own behavior. Consider a scenario where you're deeply committed to a long-term relationship. Your partner has suddenly become exceedingly affectionate, showering you with gifts and gestures of love that seem out of character. They appear driven to make amends for something, but the source of their guilt remains undisclosed. In contrast to their previously supportive and understanding nature, your partner now starts blaming you for issues in the relationship. They may assert that your actions or perceived shortcomings are the root causes of any problems, effectively deflecting blame away from themselves. These signs of guilt and deflection can be distressing, potentially signaling a breach of trust or misconduct within the relationship. Remember that these signs should not automatically be seen as proof of cheating, as there can be other explanations for these behaviors. If your partner exhibits 3 or more of these behaviors, it warrants serious attention and the need for candid discussions to address underlying concerns within the relationship. If you have concerns about your relationship, it's essential to have an open and honest conversation with your partner to address any issues and work on rebuilding trust if necessary. Professional help, such as couples counseling, can also be beneficial in resolving relationship problems. If you watch this far, and if this video helped in some way, this channel is definitely for you. Subscribe and share this to the people you care.